Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. Actually, it probably won't be short. I think there's multiple knives in here. This package was sent to me by the legendary Serge Panchenko. He actually reached out to me on Instagram and said, I've got some new stuff coming out. Do you want to take a look? And I said, would I? Would I? Absolutely, I would. So I have all this stuff here to share with you guys. I don't actually know what's in here. He didn't tell me, which I like. I like to be surprised. So if anything in here is available, anything at all that's available, I will make sure that it is linked right down below so you guys can check it out. Thanks so much to Serge for sending these in. Thanks so much to my patrons for supporting me. And please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Alrighty. Let's find out what we've got here. It's a pretty big box. I think he said, if I remember correctly, he said 4 to 5 knives. So buckle up. Probably going to be a fairly long unboxing, but still fairly short for my channel. Let's see what we've got here. We got some packaging, which I will reuse. All right, there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got 3. That'll work. Very kind of you. I will reuse that packaging, seriously. All right, what should we start with here? Let's start with the little one. Oh, it's got 2 in here, so there were actually. You know what? Let's just get all the boxes out. That way we know. There's actually 5. Okay, there we go. Good deal. We got 5 things to open up here. So the first one, we're just going to go with this little guy right here. This is called the Coin Claw, the Stonewashed Coin Claw. I've reviewed a couple of Serge knives in the past, and I've always enjoyed them. If you're not familiar with Serge knives, there's as putting it lightly, there's a fair amount of uniqueness that come with his designs. Once you see them, it's a thing where you'll instantly be able to pick out a Serge design in a sea of knives, like from this point forward. It's just something totally different. Look at that. There we go. Okay, so this is I get why we call it that right off the bat, the Coin Claw. It is certainly very unique and very, very different. What do we got here? Let's take a look. It's M390. That's so different, man. Okay, I know that there's probably oh, it's double D10 breakaway. Okay, cool. So yeah, you know, if you need something, you just need to. You really can just stick it in your pocket like this, but look, is it? Oh no, that's the lock. Or wait, what? For a second I was like, oh, that's the pocket clip. But no, that's just where the D10 sits. You can see it. Look at this, man. That is so different. And then it's chisel ground. It's nice and clicky, right? How's the action? Can you thumb it out? Yeah, you totally can. All right, there you go. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I like seeing different stuff. I mean, you know, I have to assume the vast majority of you subscribe to my channel because you want to see, I mean, you know, you want to see pocket knives, you know, the standard pocket knives, the inexpensive pocket knives, the expensive pocket knives, right? But there's a huge chunk of you who come here specifically to see the different, right? The unique. This is definitely part of it. That's cool. It comes with the little tools there. Okay, let's put this guy. We're going to put that guy right there. Next up, we have the 3-hole bean. The bean 3-hole titanium. I am somewhat familiar with the bean. I think that might have been one of the first Serge designs that I saw. Oh, so cool. Oh, cool. Cool, yeah. I think this was, you know, and this is double detent bean. But I think this was one of the first Serge designs that I ever saw. You probably a lot of people are going to see the way that he signs the blades and immediately know. So there you go. Long pocket clip for the frame, but still, I mean, just cool in the sense that like you don't see knives like this. I love how it's a stop. It's not a stud. I mean, you're going to use this sort of Whoville flipper tab up here. But I don't know why it's so satisfying to watch the stop round all the way over the tang and then connect around all the way over the frame and then connect on the frame on the other side. I think that's really nice. That's cool. Okay, another double detent, 3-hole bean right there. Next up, what should we do? Probably the next largest. So this guy here, SPO15ST, and then it says 007. Okay. Stonewashed. Oh. Ooh, yeah, I saw this on, I'm pretty sure I saw this on Instagram. Oh, that is so cool. Yes. Oh, I love this. I immediately love this. I don't know why, but here lately, I've had this thing where I'm like, I want one of those, you know, like, super duper premium folding, replaceable razor blade knives. Look at this. Oh my gosh, what the heck? But yeah, I was like, yeah, I want one of those. Because I like the idea of just being able to replace the razor blade. Right off the bat, I love this because the half stop or the mid stop on this is, it's excellent. If you're I'm not like a slip joint connoisseur, but I know what I like. I know one of the biggest things to me is there needs to be a distinct and solid half stop or mid stop. What's equally, just about as important to me is a snappy, open position snap is also a big deal. And then the closed position snap. But what's nice about this is because this is set up to house a razor blade, there's this spot right here, which works as a bit of a choke up. You can't really rely too much on it because, again, there's no lock. But you can hold your hand like this, push it down into this closed position, and what runs into your finger is not exposed blade. It's this flat area right here, which I have to imagine was by design. That is wonderful. I love this. And he did, he said, keep it, give it away, do whatever you want. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm keeping this. This is super cool, and I don't know why all of a sudden I have this massive fascination with something that is, then there's going to be people going, you could get a thing that houses replaceable, razor blades for $5 to $10. I know that's part of the reason that I want it. I think it's just an amazing thing that exists to me. It's a funny thing that exists, but I love that it's titanium and slip joint style. That's just really cool, man. I love this. This is so cool. Look at that pocket clip. Wow. Okay, so there you go. That's no, we still have these two left. That's this guy right here. It's this one. I'm gonna put that guy right there. Sorry, we're getting all over. I'm trying to display these nicely, right? So let's open up this one here. What we got? This says fat carbon. It doesn't actually say anything else. Okay, so this one has fat carbon on it. Woo, boy! Hold on. That's not what I was expecting to see. Okay, so, it's a button lock. What? Okay. Very different. I mean, but hey, in Serge style, very different. But it works beautifully. And the choke up position. This is a very different, like where the handle transitions to blade. This could have easily come straight out and been another run of the mill, because we have a lot of this stuff. But the blade is angled up here, which does create for an interesting choke up position. The button lock gets stuck at the top there for just a sec, but if you give it a little bit of wrist, it'll definitely swing down into the closed position. Okay. And I think now it's starting to maybe break away a little bit easier. But yeah, all right. On the inside here, we do have... Oh, the whole thing. That's titanium. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. N690. Is this titanium? Hold on a sec. Where's the magnet? It is. That is titanium. N690 blade, button lock. Totally solid lockup. Very solid. I like the finish on the blade as well. Okay, number 147. I would venture to guess that this knife, just whenever I see this type of fat carbon, which is it's like patriotic fat carbon, I assume that there are multiple variants, multiple options there. But the button lock does work well. I'm going to guess that this is also a titanium clip. Yeah, okay. All this stuff will be linked down below, so if you want more information. Yeah. The access here, the manipulation, is beautiful. There is so much space on that hole there. That actually feels natural to flick it out. The position of this and the height of the blade, it kind of has that closed PM2 height, you know, with the opening hole. But it works because that's where your thumb naturally goes. So yeah, it does look a little bit weird in the open position, but man, you know, where it rests, it just makes it super easy to manipulate. It reminds me of a duck sitting in the water. You know how they kind of sit flat-bellied and then the head and the bill just kind of hang over? That's what it makes me think of. Alrighty. Let me go ahead and put this one out here. And then we have one left here. We got a big boy. This one says nothing. So, like I said, details in the description for all of this stuff. Oh. Yes. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh man, I love that polished it's like a titanium inlay that's been flamed and then polished. Oh. Dude. Yes. What is this? Oh man. Trisect. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this drives my point home. We've seen cleaver blades. We've seen sort of squared off rectangular designs and stuff like that. But for some reason, God bless America. There we go. For some reason, when Serge does it, it's just a totally unique and different thing. Look at this. This is awesome. Oh, the action's superb. Access to the opening hole there is wonderful. Access to the frame lock is wonderful. How do you make... so the reason I'm laughing is because it doesn't look... It looks like something that would be awkward to manipulate because of the shape. But I really like this. This is so different. I also like that there's these natural... I mean, because of the way this flat area here extends out to this huge sharpening tool, you can actually choke up there really easily. This does not look like something that would be comfortable to hold or to manipulate, but it actually is. This is so wild, man. I love it. I love this. That is so cool. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Information on this and the other knives down in the description. Since I have no reviews on any of these models, each one of them will get its own individual video. Knives like the... I'm realizing we might need more stuff out here to get my camera to calm down because for some reason it thinks like it needs to be really bright. Yeah, each one of these will get an individual video. And, you know, knives like the coin might be a shorter video. But the rest of these, there's a ton to talk about here. So, like I said, everything should be linked down below, whether it goes directly to his site or retailer. I'll make sure that it's you guys can get more information on each of these items. A lot of this stuff will get given away after I am finished reviewing it. Absolutely. But I got to tell you, my number one here that I want to keep is this guy. And I'm real tempted by the big choppy boy as well. Thank you so much to Serge for sending this stuff in for me to take a look at. Really excited to dig into it, carry some of this stuff, and give my thoughts down the road. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.